ChowDownChou or random gaming, depending on what you're watching.
All right, welcome to ChowDownChou. So we have Ryan back on right after we recorded the MMA edition of it. So say hi again.
What's up, everyone? It's been a minute, literally.
It's literally been a minute. You're right, dude. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have a set, topic for the podcast. Just wanted to check in with you, see how you're going, discuss a couple of things. So first off, like, how's quarantine going for you? Are you keeping yourself busy? Have you, developed any new hobbies, stuff like that?
Yeah, it's not bad. I've just been, staying home. Actually upping the amount of cardio I've been doing.
Really?
It's actually been pretty good for just like jogging. Cause there's really nothing to do, and like my old form of exercise, which was climbing, I just can't do anymore because I don't like. I'm not gonna drive out to like Yosemite or somewhere. Actually, I think Sacramento does have some like outdoor climbing areas.
Yeah.
I don't really know where any of those
So
are.
you just go jog around the neighborhood?
Yeah, typically I'll do like 2 miles, or maybe I'll sometimes double it if it's like cooler. So
that's so much.
Yeah.
So much.
It actually is
restraint and so much motivation to do stuff. I don't have that kind of motivation.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose like the cardio that I built up when I was doing the running club at Cal. So I just didn't want to like have all that effort go to waste.
I didn't know you were in the running club.
I mean, it's a pretty it's a non-committal club. You just show up whenever you want to, and we'd like run like maybe 5 to 6 to 7 miles. Yeah. So and now I'm like only running like 4 to 5, so it's already like gone down a little. But yeah, that's how I've been keeping busy. I've just been like resume dumping, and I need a job.
Have you been like baking? That's a big thing that a lot of people are doing right now.
No, I haven't got to that level. I should though. I probably should, but I haven't even been cooking. The most I've done is just gone grocery shopping. In terms of like that sort of responsibility. Yeah.
All right.
Just been enjoying my parents cook. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're back. So yeah, like I was saying, baking. I've been trying to bake brownies the other day, cookies. That's how I'm keeping myself busy.
How they turn out?
They were okay. Like, I'm slowly getting better. Like, they were really bad in the beginning, but now it's like all coming around. So
all right, the natural progression.
Exactly.
Right, how long did it take for you to like cross that line, start baking? Was it pretty early?
Yeah, it didn't take me that long. Honestly, that's one of the first things.
Really?
And plus, like, a lot of like people when quarantine started, they were still in like college. People were like working. I legit had like nothing to do, so like it took me like it was like faster,
For like, yeah. In Taiwan though, everything's like not really restricted right now though, right?
It's not.
Like,
yeah.
So is there really that much of a difference? I mean, I guess you just still have free time at home, right?
Yeah, not really, but like still, like I have nothing else going on, so like I do have free time, because I'm not working, I'm not doing anything else. So
must be nice.
Hey,
good for you, Derek.
That is true. Thank you. So, you were talking about getting a job, right? So you want to tell my viewers?
That's correct.
What happened to you?
Yeah, so I got canned like most people, so I can't really complain. I guess I could complain a little, but in like the overarching
How was like the communication? Like, was it like very abrupt, or did you kind of sense that you were like brewing up to it? Like, how was it communicated?
Yeah, I honestly, in the days coming up to it, I started to get the feeling from like, I mean, there was like the whole like huge there was that announcement that like we're gonna let go like 20%, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I definitely fall in the bottom 20%.
So they sent out like an email saying like, oh, in the upcoming days we're gonna be like cutting this many people.
Oh no, it was a lot quicker than that. I didn't even get that kind of respect. But I mean, there was like a lot of people getting laid off, so you gotta make it quick, quick and dirty. But yeah, I think like the night or the 2 nights before, I was lying in bed and I was like thinking, man, if I get out of this unscathed, that would be such a miracle.
Yeah.
There's no way. Yeah, but
Gotcha.
yeah, on Friday, I think the last Friday of May, was May? No, wait. No, sorry, yeah, the last Friday of April, or maybe the first Friday of May, but it doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
was like, I got an email asking for a call, and I was like, oh, this is the
Oh.
cursed email. This is
Yeah.
it. Time to meet my maker.
Dude.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, call me in 30 minutes. Just like, put me down fast and easy. Let's do it.
So was it after like they publicly announced they're gonna be making like cutbacks?
Yeah. So I
Gotcha.
kind of
Because I saw the news like online.
Yeah, my dad saw it first and then told me. So I found out about it. Yeah. And then me and my other Uber intern friend, we talked about it, and we're just like, there's no way, right? There's no way. Like we're
But it was probably like across the board, right? At least they didn't pick and choose, I guess.
Yeah,
On the
I mean,
bright side,
that's what
right?
they say. I mean, I did
Okay.
ask, like, oh, is it? I mean, they were just like, yeah, it has nothing to do with like your professional, like your actual, like,
Performance.
yeah.
Okay.
But you never know. Like honestly, if it came down to like asking my team, like, hey, should we keep this guy? I think they would have took the first opportunity to give me the boot.
Like,
Yeah,
we're looking for an excuse. Anyway.
Yeah. We're just looking for one thing.
All right. Well, hey, so it's Lyft now and always, right?
Yeah, Lyft, Waymo.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking walking.
Break my NDA, dude.
Exactly.
Time to breach the NDA.
Time to breach it. It's all on this little hard drive right here.
Yeah,
Sending
saves
it
everything.
to the New York Times. No, but damn, that must suck. But how is it looking for a job? I'm sure with your skill set and your experience,
thank you.
I imagine it wouldn't be too hard. But how's your experience looking for a job under the Corona times?
Yeah, definitely getting more looked at, I think, than when I had no internship.
Gotcha.
And also like I had no like online portfolio, which is just like my website.
Yeah.
But now I think I don't know, but that could also be affected by the fact that it's like internship versus like full time, right?
Gotcha.
So the
full
pools are
time does
different.
have more like opportunities. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I in terms of like my applications, I think I'm getting like maybe like a 10% hit rate for an interview.
That's pretty good. That's respectable.
Okay, maybe that's a little optimistic. I have no idea, but I applied to a shit ton of companies. Let me just say.
Yeah.
And even like the ones I've never heard of, like you just get hit back with like yeah, sorry, see you later.
I'm sure, but how do you feel like the coronavirus has impacted like people looking for jobs a lot? Like,
I mean, yeah, it has to, right? There's so many hiring freezes right now. There's a lot of freezes, right? But one of the companies I'm interviewing with right now actually has a hiring surge because their thing is actually sort of like they're in like the med tech field.
Okay.
And like since hospitals are definitely kind of getting or like over capacity right now.
Yeah.
You can actually like look at their stock price is actually going up because they need like online sort of doctor. Yeah. I've also been getting to investing.
Getting into stocks.
Kind of glued to my Robinhood.
Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm up.
Yes.
Yeah. Adidas. I've been saying Adidas is like a good investment for like the past like 5 years.
Okay. And
I finally put it in and I'm up like 40%.
40?
Like 37, really? I think. Yeah. I bought it at like 110, yeah. I mean everything was down. Like almost everything.
Oh yeah, you probably bought it like a month ago, right?
Yeah, like end of April.
Nice.
I should have put everything in there, honestly.
Yeah, but it's hard for us to like do stuff like that because like when you lose big, right? Because like for me, I don't even have that much money. I don't have that much money in general to be like making bets.
That's true. Yeah, so, I'm definitely trying to diversify.
Yeah. Well, you can tell a lot by looking at how people like invest, like how many shares they buy, and like just the whole pattern. Like for me, I never put like too much money into like a single portfolio. Like
Of
I
course not.
spread it out like real thin.
Yeah.
But I know some of my friends who like really concentrate. Like they would have like
Big
2 or 3
bets.
stocks, and that's like their whole portfolio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty. I would be too emotional for that. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly, right. And for me, I probably have like 5 to 10 or like stuff like that. Depends on the amount of money you have as well, but
My strat right now is pretty basic.
yeah,
I'm gonna hit the amusement parks. So like Six
yes,
Flags, SeaWorld. I don't know about SeaWorld since like summer is probably gonna
yeah.
you know
Hit the
be
amusement
passed before.
parks.
Yeah, because like they're not in business right now.
Yeah,
And also the airlines.
you're just investing in airlines and SeaWorld. No, not
I have not
SeaWorld.
yet.
Six Flags.
Yeah, I was gonna put
That's
some
what
money
you
in
want to
stocks.
do.
Yeah. Everything's
That is,
pretty up right now though, so I'm trying to wait for that dip and then
that
cash
is
in.
true. That is true.
Yeah,
Wow, look at you. Spoken like a true professional.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, everything's kind of a good buy right now.
Yeah, yeah. So these are the times that you can't be too optimistic, because like when the whole market is going up, like everything looks
Yeah,
like it's good, right? It's when
yeah.
it's going down that's when you actually know like what are good investments, what are good companies, right? Because I've been
Yeah, I
investing
mean,
for a
yeah.
while now, probably like 2.5 years, maybe like 3 years
Okay.
already. So like I've
Oh,
seen like ups and downs. Like I've had like real bad days, I have like real good
yeah,
days. So it's a
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to
You
say.
just can't really look at it too much, I
Exactly.
guess,
Yeah.
because like every day is pretty much meaningless in the span of like a week. You know.
Exactly. In the span of like a year, it's all
Yeah.
meaningless. Like, dude, you can lose like everything you've earned for like a year in like a day. Like that's not like I've seen that
Yeah.
happen, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all bad. It's a rich man's world, rich man's game.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta
Yeah, I
have
don't
enough
know.
money to make money. That's the thing.
That's true. I'm like not really trying to play long ball, you know?
Just for
Just like,
fun and get a few bucks.
yeah. I mean, maybe like just whenever like a recession hits and then only invest in like companies that have been around forever because there's
Yeah,
probably like little probability they'll go out of business or
and
bankrupt.
like I'm sure after you start working, you're gonna have like way more money to put into stocks. Like I don't know what
Yeah, yeah.
your Robinhood account looks like now, but like for me, I don't have that much money in it anyways.
No,
So
yeah. The
you
most
know
I've ever had was like 2K and I
exactly,
like took a K out and I just have a K in it right now.
exactly. So like but hey, once you get that job at that med tech company, you're gonna be pumping those
Dude,
stock options in
I
it.
don't know about that. I already had to like reschedule my interview like twice, so it's definitely not a good look.
Why? What'd you have to do?
Just like some family matters,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
know. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So, like, what was the vibe then from like employers? Do you get like, are they more cocky because do they have like more options? So you feel like it's like more
Yeah.
disrespectful. Like, what is it feeling
Yeah, they just know I have air at this point. But yeah, they always ask me like that, the
like? Yeah,
obligatory, like, oh, please let us know if you have any deadlines. And like
yeah.
I'm always like,
I don't have any
uh,
deadlines.
I mean, I'll just be like, I'll let you know of any status updates. You know, I'm kind of in the pipeline. No, I don't say
Gotcha.
that. I just say I'll let them know.
Dude, what I always used to do is just make something up, man. Just make up you have an offer. Be like
Yeah,
2 weeks. I
yeah.
want an answer in 2 weeks, bitch.
Dude, I've never had the balls to do that. So like,
Hey, but
it really
you're
comes down to your interview.
yeah, you're a Berkeley educated CS major. Like if you can't get a job, then literally no one else can.
I mean, a lot of people
That's
are from
that's the
Berkeley
truth.
and better schools,
Yeah, but
in
dude,
my opinion.
Berkeley CS though, it's not that many schools that's as a you know
I guess.
richer
I
pedigree
guess.
than that.
Yeah.
So hey,
Eh, yeah, I mean, yeah, it counts for something. Definitely
yeah,
gets some looks, I guess.
some hits.
But I know who I am, you know. I know how many corners I've cut, you know.
You know how many projects you haven't done entirely truthfully?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually had one interview last week that the
Yeah.
guy, like, I thought I was answering the questions like pretty well,
Yeah.
but then at the end he asked me like a super easy question, and I was
Yes.
like in my head like, oh, he might just be trying to get this interview over with.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pass like the behavioral bar.
Okay.
Very
And
possible. Yeah. I mean, he just asked me something that I've literally been asked at like other interviews, like maybe like 10 to 20 times. So, and
maybe
it was like
that.
a pretty,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some
It was like a,
interviewers
yeah.
just have a sheet, you know, they just ask all the same questions. Like banking interviews, they ask all the fucking same questions anyways. So
Yeah, that's true. But it was like a very small but pretty reputable, like I think, like hedge fund company,
ooh. Wow.
World Quant.
Wow.
You probably heard of them, maybe.
Is it a trading firm?
Yeah, World Quant.
Dude, are you gonna be a trader?
Not
Wow.
anymore. I got rejected.
Okay, okay. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be a Wall Street douchebag? Come
Yeah,
on.
I did submit a
Yes.
Citadel coding
Ooh.
challenge. I answered one
Wow.
question not optimally, but other ones are pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see
Wow.
what they say.
Wow. Wow. Hey, now you can be
Not.
my broker, man. Become a trader. And I'll call you for all my stock options. You put them in,
Yeah,
right?
just yeah, put all your money in Adidas. Guaranteed surefire profit.
Really? All right. For you, I will. I will buy
Honestly,
Adidas stock.
not a bad deal. I've
I
literally been
know.
following Adidas for like years.
I didn't
With the whole
know that it
Yeezy Ultra
was.
Boosts, you
Yeah.
know.
I didn't know they were going that, but yeah, I didn't know they were doing that well in terms of the stock performance. And they're not even
Yeah.
listed here in the U.S., right? I thought they were listed in Europe.
No. Yeah, they're a German company.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have to
So
pay some sort of conversion fee later. I hope not. But yeah,
probably not. I don't know. Huh.
yeah.
Interesting. I will look at it, but right now all my money's like tied up, so I have to sell stuff to buy stuff. We'll see how that
Really?
goes.
Your
Yeah.
Howard and Uncut Gems.
Yes. Exactly. Give me
The
another
ring.
day.
The
Give me,
ring.
give me another day.
Yeah.
Anyways, so so are things starting to open up like in Sacramento, like quarantine over?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of restaurants are like dine-in now, but
Mm,
the tables are more spread out.
okay.
Uh, but yeah, who knows if there's like another COVID surge? We'll see.
Is it like legal to go outside and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always legal to go outside.
Can like to like eat or like go to like a bar, stuff like that.
Oh, I think bars are like just starting to open up again. I think Sacramento County is one of the latest counties in California since they're so big to like reopen in stage two. Um, but yeah, I think now we're starting to like open up. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but
Well, and like,
yeah,
are you required to like wear a mask when you go out?
I think it's up to the jurisdiction of the actual like venue, the
Yeah.
restaurant itself.
Okay.
But
Well, have
I
you?
mean, I just
Yeah.
socially, you should wear a mask, in my
Yeah, for
opinion.
sure. Have you seen
Yeah,
people wearing masks? Like, what's the vibe
yeah,
of masks outside?
yeah. I go to Trader Joe's or like go
Yeah.
shopping. Most people are wearing masks. The
Okay.
workers are always wearing masks.
Okay. So people are
Yeah,
wearing masks. That's nice.
yeah.
Besides quarantine, like how's like Sacramento, NorCal handling all the protests?
Oh, so yeah, in Sacramento we had like a, what do you call it, die-in? I don't know if you've heard of that
A
term.
die-in? I have no
Yeah,
clue
it's
what
where
that
you
is.
just go to the area where you want to protest and just pretend
Yes.
like you're dead. You just lie on the ground.
Oh, like a plank session. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
seen those. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like a peaceful yeah. So we just had one at the our mayor's house like yesterday, I think.
Okay.
But our mayor is pretty pro BLM, so I
Okay.
don't know.
So what did they want him to do? Like, what was the protest all about?
Yeah. Oh, I think to get rid of the curfew, protest curfew.
Oh.
Yeah, and they actually did like today. Yeah,
Oh.
so it worked.
So the curfew's done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. So I saw some like bunch of people protesting in like Michigan and whatever, a bunch of
Mm.
white people laying on a Walmart fucking parking lot. They were like doing what you would call dying. and it was like I saw the sun and I saw like the gravel road, and I was like, dude, that must be so hot. You're just lying there. Your
Ooh.
face is on like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking driveway.
I think
How's
some people
that?
bring towels.
Yeah, I was like, how does that help anyone? Like, that's just you're burning your skin. Like, that's not. Anyways.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think it's just like part of like the whole like. I mean, it's like one thing to be standing and chanting your protest, but
yeah,
it's another to be like lying on the ground. Like police, like I don't know if that
they
really
literally
changes
can't do anything to you. I guess.
I feel like cops don't give a fuck though. They'll spray you.
Yeah, they'll spray you.
Yeah.
But
they'll let it rip.
Like, what is the atmosphere in America at this moment? Like, how?
Ooh.
I don't know. Are there like? I don't really, because I'm not there, so I don't really get like the atmosphere. But I can tell from like my social media and stuff like that I've never seen something like this. Like I've seen protests before for different like issues, but never to this level. And I think it has something to do with people being in quarantine for so long, right? That
I think that's
exacerbates
too.
the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it might mean that people just have that much free time. I don't want to say that like. I don't want to say that the actual protest is like
because but it exacerbates the situation. That's a word, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It
magnifies
the protests.
Yeah, I mean, people do have like more time on their hands, I think.
Exactly.
But I feel like and like and also like it's even more what's it like multiplied because of like people can now take up these streets because there's like less traffic as well.
Yeah.
So it's like not only do people have more time, there's also like less disruption in that sense.
Yeah, and I think people are probably just more in general more like disgruntled towards the government, like with the whole coronavirus handling, how many people have died, how many people have been sick.
But
plus
people
the
like
protests, right? And it's just piling up on one another. That's why we're seeing like a perfect storm for like unrest, in my opinion.
I do feel like the people that are are against the BLM movement are also the same people that protested the lockdown in the first place, though.
So you're saying the people who are against the lockdown are people that are against BLM? Same populations?
Not so black and white, but like I think there is. I think that's like the general people.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not crazy, right? Like that's what people think.
You're not crazy. Yeah, because on one side you have the people who are protesting a lockdown. Their basic opinion and principle is that this is America. I can get fucking sick if I want to, right? You gotta have freedoms.
That's true. Yeah,
whatever, right? But they're also that ideology oftentimes align with, it's a very paradoxical thing, right? It often aligns with like, oh, if you break the law, like you have to get like punished, or like if you're looting, then it's like it's like it's kind of weird, but it's sort of the same leaning ideologies.
And that paradox also I think is like visible in. Well, I don't know if this is like really a paradox, but there are also people that are against the BLM movement that want to incite violence within that BLM movement, right?
To make it seem like they're violent, right?
Like there's already been cases of like what you call like provocateurs? Provocators, I guess.
Provocateurs,
and there's also like these mysterious like piles of bricks everywhere. Like they're just like very like stacked, organized. Like that's not. It's pretty obvious what that is, right? It's not like performance art.
I know. I get it. I mean, I'm sure there are groups out there that would serve to benefit from this being like a violent protest. Like even like I don't know how people view like Antifa. Like back in the Milo protests, like they were the reason why it got violent, and they could very well be the reason why this got violent as well. And it probably doesn't represent at all how like the actual American public feels and how they would protest.
There's also like I think there's like more awareness in the protests now to like try to seek that out, because like there's like people like trying to break sidewalks and stuff, and then there's like videos of protesters like catching the guy who's like breaking property and like handing him in to police.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's
know.
great. You know, I think
yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot of arguments back and forth. You can talk about like the looting and the rioting and the violence. I know a lot of people who think in the sense that, hey, look at all the previous revolutions. Like it has to be a fucking like you have to break the law in order to change the law. So hey, looting and rioting is just a means to an end, to a reform, right? And I'm not gonna like say I agree or disagree with that because I really don't know. I really don't know. I feel like there are good points to be made on either side. But what I do think is looting and rioting, I feel like at this juncture of time doesn't help that much. Like it doesn't help you achieve what you want to achieve. I feel like it furthers the gap between Americans. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now there's definitely like a more civil channel that
exactly
like, they should be protesting in. It's not like the French Revolution or anything, obviously.
Exactly. Yeah.
And but there was an article that was like, sorry, there was an article written by like, I forgot this like Australian professor that said like in 2012 that 2020 would be the year for like a big violent like uprising.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how like credible that is because obviously there's probably articles that said 2019 was supposed to be the year, 2021 was supposed to be the year. But I think he had some good points because like it's like a generational thing. Because I think he said like the last time like this happened was like in the 70s, and like that's 50 years is like a large enough gap where like the older generation or like the younger generation hasn't lived through anything like this before, and then we'll like repeat the process. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
itself. But yeah. Well, speaking of the looting and the rioting, how has it been in Sacramento? Because my friends have told me like downtown San Francisco, there's a lot of shit going on. Oakland. How has it been?
I don't know if like any stores actually got looted.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure like some stores got looted in Sacramento, but I know that since I'm in Elk Grove, the one that like a Target in my Elk Grove actually like closed early or something after Target got looted.
Gotcha.
So they're actually affected. Like,
yeah, I'm sure
areas.
Yeah.
Like even though there was no looting, it was still like he didn't want people to get ideas.
Yeah, for sure. I could totally imagine that. Hey, but I've gave my opinions on what's going on. What about you? How do you feel about all this protest and the looting and the rioting going on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like anything violent is not the way.
Yeah.
But I still think that there's room for more like organized protesting.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue that should be tackled right now is like police brutality, which I think people are definitely becoming more aware of.
Yeah.
Because like there's not, I like the whole George Floyd case. That I think in itself definitely proved that there's like some sort of like inherent like
for sure
something in the police force that is somewhat like they're overextending themselves in a lot of cases.
Such a shocking video too. Like it definitely showed us how blatant stuff like that could be. Like showed us that it's an actual problem, right? And that's why people are aware of it and trying to fight against it. You know?
Yeah, I almost feel like the fact that there was someone filming and someone telling them that they were doing something wrong made them even more like headstrong about doing the wrong thing because they wanted to be so confident that they were right.
Yeah,
but it ended up backfiring like completely on them.
Yeah, completely on them. And I totally agree with like prosecuting the cops that did it, and I totally agree with like some sort of a policing reform and better training the officers, and I think that's all like totally in question. But I wonder how you feel about like Trump's stance though. Like he came out and said like, oh, like yeah, exactly. He's saying like these people are like breaking the law, and like I'm gonna send out the military, and we're gonna like contain all of this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that sort of a response?
I'm not surprised, right? Like it's kind of just his whole thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's definitely never gonna try to unite people. and
That is
that's what
true.
a lot of people think as well. I
Yeah.
just wonder like who is like because I know, I mean, yeah, he's commander in chief, but he's probably
Yeah.
not the one calling the actual shots. Like he's
No,
not the one
no.
saying like. And there's probably some evil mastermind right in the background going like, oh, let's bring ICE in, you know,
Yeah.
let's really give it to them. It's like I don't know, who's that guy?
The Illuminati.
Jay
I don't
Z.
know. I mean, I think his approach is the typical Trump approach. Like if you know Trump, you know that's how he's gonna say. Like that's what he's gonna say. That's what
Yeah,
he's gonna do, right?
yeah,
Because he's like he likes to be he projected as a strong man. He's not gonna allow like law breaking in his country. Like you totally see that coming, but again, I just don't feel like it helps unite us, and it doesn't help change anything. Similar to
yeah.
like looting Target, same thing. Like I can
Yeah.
see the argument and the underlying reason, but I don't really see how it really helps. Like it doesn't push us forward. You know, I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, he definitely conceded to like the part that Floyd's murder was completely unjustified, right?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
like, and I feel like he always has that one thing that's like, I obviously everyone should agree with. He'll say that, and then it like sort of like
pivot
puts it so
to
that
like
like he never says anything that's like right as of like right now at least that like is like way over the top that you
mm,
that like people are just like okay. I mean, yeah, he definitely does actually, but like in this
yeah,
case, he actually conceded to some points.
yeah, for sure. Have you
But
seen
have
a
you heard
lot
of the
of like
conspiracy?
yeah? What conspiracy?
Like the whole like Trump Epstein sort of
No, I have not.
twisted collaboration. Oh, you have
What?
not. You,
No, I have
yeah,
not.
yeah. Apparently
What about Epstein?
there's like a 2016 case of like a minor,
Yeah.
a girl that was a minor that had like relations with Epstein and Trump.
Yes.
And I think it like ended up getting settled, but the fact
Okay.
that there was because like a settlement is pretty much like a agreement or like a almost concession of guilt, right? But like
Exactly.
the defense or the
Yeah.
plaintiff is like just agreeing to these terms, and uh, yeah, but people are saying like the document is fake or like,
Okay.
but like there is a pretty known relationship between Trump and Epstein, and you look
yeah,
at back at Trump's like comments, like they're very like sort of give
buddy,
off like
buddy.
rapey vibes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm sure he gives
yeah.
off rapey
So
vibes.
like the fact that like it's possible that the president could be like a pedophile is like
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
dude. Trump is a lot of things. All right, a lot of bad things,
Yeah.
but he is also our president. So it doesn't matter.
Not
Like
my
he,
president.
whatever you say, he still like makes the decisions, and he's still supposed to be our leader. You know,
Oh yeah,
and
remember when he said Lysol? The thing about Lysol?
like how you inject like
Yeah, yeah,
alcohol.
yeah,
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 dude, that's
yeah.
so fucking stupid.
Oh
Like
my
Jesus
god.
fucking Christ.
Gee.
And
That's when they stopped doing the daily press
exactly, that's
releases.
when he
They're just like, oh,
knows like
we can't let this
this.
idiot go out there
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. And I think people are starting to realize that Trump is he's very good at playing the part of a politician, but he's not good at being a leader. Like he doesn't know how to handle a crisis. He doesn't know how to handle like
Yeah.
protests, but he knows how to like rile you up and make you vote for him come election time. So, dude, a lot of people are now saying like, "Oh, dude, Biden's gonna win for sure. Look at the terrible job he's done." Don't count Trump out. Do not count him out. I think,
Yeah, of course not. I know.
dude,
I think that's
this
what
is
people did in the first election.
exactly. Don't count
Yeah.
him out, man. And when the rallies start going, when he start making memes, when the debate starts and he starts roasting you, that's when the tides will change. All right, that's when Trump is at his best. Can you
Like,
imagine
you
the
see him?
debates,
Yeah.
dude? Go ahead.
The debates. I mean, the debates are going to be pretty.
They're
They're gonna
gonna
be
be
nasty.
brutal. They're gonna
Yeah.
be Nunes versus Spencer. Like they're not gonna be close.
Wait,
Not
you
gonna be
think?
close.
You think Trump will just dominate Biden? Because I feel like they're both pretty incoherent.
I
It's
think
just gonna
he'll
be two
dominate Biden.
guys talking with like no grip on reality.
Yeah, but Biden
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
think
pretty out
fast
there.
enough to like counter Trump
Yeah.
because Trump's gonna slam him, dude. Trump is the old jokes,
Yeah.
dude. The old jokes that he's gonna pull out.
They're
Like
like the
Trump,
same age though, practically.
yeah. But Trump's gonna go on stage and be like, "Dude, Biden, you look like you're like one step in the grave," and Biden's not gonna know how to respond. You know, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
He didn't
I'm
look that
looking
good in the
forward to it.
Bernie
It's gonna be
debate
great
either.
TV though.
Yeah, definitely gonna get a lot of views. I'll definitely watch that.
Oh, the debates. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing is just gonna be one big highlight reel.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be the roast of Joe Biden.
Have you seen the video? Have you seen like the pallbearers meme
Oh yeah.
with the carrot?
Imagine that. Imagine a
Yeah.
president doing that on his
No, he
Twitter.
did. He
Yeah, yeah,
did.
exactly. That's what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Can you imagine a
That's pretty
president doing
funny.
that? That's precisely what I'm saying. Like he's so good
Only
at
Trump.
using
Yeah, he
those
uses
kind of
the internet.
tactics.
Yeah.
Exactly. And uses it
He
better
just
than
has
anyone
Barron.
else.
He just has
Yeah,
Barron like just managing his entire social media.
exactly. And I don't know. I think when the election actually comes around, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be way closer than people imagine. We'll see.
Mm,
We shall
yeah.
see.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just took it as a joke last time, though.
Oh
I
yeah,
think that
for sure.
it'll be closer. It'll be. I think yeah, it'll be pretty close.
Well,
But I think Biden will have a slight edge. But what do I know?
what do you know? You live in California, all right? No one in
Yeah,
California, like all of the political opinions, are not accurate. They're just not.
in California.
Yeah, they're so anyone
Is
in
that right?
California, they're so like left leaning and elitist. Like you don't
Yeah.
know what the people in like Indiana are thinking. Like there's no way.
No,
So
yeah,
we should,
definitely. There's a
yeah,
bubble that
exactly.
exists.
So we should definitely stop pretending we know what America's thinking because we don't. That's just the truth.
Mm,
You
that's true.
know.
But I feel like a lot of Republicans don't like Trump either. Like after these 4 years.
Yeah, but they're still gonna root for him because he is their nominee. You know.
Yeah.
It's like Ted Cruz. Like he hates Trump. He probably hates him, hates his guts, but he still roots for him.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, wait. I don't even know who has the House right now either. But
The Republicans, I believe so.
how do they? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually,
Probably.
yeah. I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah,
anyways.
it's just so hard to believe that he would get another 4 years. But incumbents that is like more often than not end up getting the next cycle.
That is true. That is true.
So he has that.
Huh. Well,
Um,
yeah, I don't know. Have you thought about going to one of those like protests?
maybe like cleaning up afterwards, but I don't know if I would actually. I would just go to just like see some shit happen.
Mm.
I mean, I would also like protest too. I guess. I mean, it's just because you have to,
Yeah.
sort of, right?
I
Can't like not.
I saw a very interesting video by Hassan Minaj. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah,
He
comedian. I didn't see his videos though.
Yeah, he posted a video about how like us as Asians should like stand up for the black community, and
Okay.
basically his point is like, oh, if you look at like our home countries, like whatever, like Tiananmen Square, like we've always been like the ones doing the revolutions, and now we can't support the black community. And he's saying like
Hmm.
Asian people are like low key racist towards black people. Like,
Oh, I mean, it's not a
yeah,
secret.
yeah, exactly. That's not a secret, right? And he's saying
Yeah.
how like, oh, that's like bad, and we're like contributing to the problem. We're like we're
Hmm.
not participants, but we're like not helping as well.
Yeah.
I don't know
Silence is violence.
exactly. I
What do you
so
think about that?
yeah, when I saw the video, I thought there were great points made, especially the one about, hey, like, um, if you look at our past, like we came to the U.S. because we don't want our lives to be like as like shitty as they were like back in the countries we came from, and there were like revolutions, and we were the product of those revolutions. That's why we came to the U.S. And he's saying, and now like we can't fathom to help the black people who's also in their own fight in this country. And that's a great point, right? But I think on the flip side is like if like let's say if I was living in Beijing during the Tiananmen Square riots, not riots, the revolution or
Okay.
whatever you would call it, would
Hmm.
I actively participate? I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you drop me in that background, would I support it and would I think it's completely justifiable? I probably would. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a product of like time, of history. Like looking back at these revolutions, you probably would say they were completely in the right and it's like a great revolution, whatever. So like 5 years from now, we'd probably look at the BLM protests saying like, oh, it's a great moment in our history and it's the right side of history and all of that. But you drop people in that backdrop, knowing that in 5 or 10 years, that would be the right side of history, they still probably wouldn't support it to that extent. I don't know if I'm making much sense, but do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there's, I
like
think,
it's a matter of perspective, right?
I mean, you first have to define like how can we support it? You know, like obviously donations, right? That's like the main avenue
Stuff like
right
that.
now.
Exactly.
I've considered donating. I don't know why I haven't yet. I am getting some fat unemployment checks, to be honest.
That is true. Donate your check. You should.
Yeah.
Donate it all.
But I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, this is definitely just like why I also like don't really vote, just because it's just like a small drop in like an ocean, right?
Yes.
But I also feel like it is like, I think we already know it's like the right side of history, right? Or like maybe you shouldn't even like look at it that way either. You just have to like just go with like whatever like what your personal beliefs are in the moment.
That is true. But I guess my point was that, like, if you like, it's a matter of perspective. Like, if you drop someone in that precise moment, would they support it to that extent? You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's kind of weird to say like, oh, look at these past revolutions. You know, so now we have to support this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. I don't know.
Not that I'm not supporting it. I'm trying to make myself clear, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think you have to be very careful of like how you support it.
Exactly.
Though, too.
And
Also,
I do
are there any
believe
revolutions that didn't do anything? Right?
Yeah, there must be, right? And I do believe that the Asian community can can get more involved is what how I would put it.
Yeah, I think outside voices are maybe even more important than inside, like within like that movement, because it shows that it's an unbiased perspective, right?
Exactly. I just think Asian people should get more involved. But, you know, do we have to agree with everything the protesters are doing? I don't think that's necessarily true either.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, it's I don't know. It's weird. I think Asian people in this country is in a very weird spot.
Yeah.
We're not we're not directly in the line of fire of any like crazy like racial social issues like that. But we're also like, I don't know, what would you consider like model minorities? Like we're also kind of like in the more affluent group, the more privileged. So we kind of have like a responsibility. Like it's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think people that are like maybe like a celebrity sort of scale of fame, and they're maybe if they're Asian, then they should support it. But I feel like up to like a regular civilian, I don't know how far the help should go up to like a regular person.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a terrible job of explaining myself. I feel like I'll come off looking like a huge douchebag.
Yeah, I think I'm just saying that because I haven't really done anything, to be honest.
Yeah. No.
Like, I mean, I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, but at least I didn't post the black square, you know, like, because that does nothing.
Yeah, that does absolutely nothing, dude. Yeah. I think that's one of the dumbest things you can
if anything, it like actually like made it worse, right? Because then they were using that hashtag to find like very relevant like
they're drowning out like stuff that actually matters.
Yeah, they're drowning out the voices.
And
exactly.
Yeah, that's so stupid. But that's the age we live in, right? So many people would rather do that than like actually have like a conversation about it, right? Like what I'm saying is
people did that.
Exactly. Like what I'm saying is like, hey, like maybe a lot of like Asian households do have like weird racism kind of ideologies floating around. So maybe instead of just posting a black square, like talk to your parents about it. Like do some things that we can actually like contribute to. I don't know. like
Yeah.
have a thoughtful conversation with like people who believe otherwise. I don't know.
Yeah. I find it
That's
pretty
what I think.
hard to change even like my parents' point of view, you know.
Yeah.
Like have you tried to change your parents' point of view on this like sort of like what are they like do you have your
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah.
perspective on
So
this?
interesting point is that, you know, it's not really a problem over here
Okay, yeah.
because it's all exactly like the same race of people. So there's not really like any
So
problems here.
detached.
So there's no hate. There's no inherent um uh like racism towards anyone.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's like
There's no strong feelings
yeah,
on either
exactly.
side.
Exactly. There's like hearsay, like they would see like memes or like
Hmm.
how America is reacting. And then they would have
Yeah.
these notions, but they're not proven false or true or anything like that because
Mm.
they've never met like anyone in that like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, so
Has been some like world international like support though for like the BLM
yeah, yeah,
movement.
yeah. I think
A
generally
lot of that.
people support it, but people also support it because they haven't like been through it, so they don't have their own opinions. They see what the popular opinion is, and they just sort of follow. So there's no really changing
Yeah.
anyone's point of views. So it's I don't know, it's a weird spot,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. And I think it's actually more or like also just as prevalent in like corporations, right? A lot of corporations are speaking out of
Yeah,
like I mean some are like actually siding with like anti BLM, but like
yeah.
most corporations are pro BLM.
That's also a huge part, which I don't agree with, is corporations being part of the like, dude. There's so much fake like
Yeah,
corporation
it's so
outrage,
fake.
dude. It's so fake, and we can all see through it. Like do
Yeah.
I really need like an email from you talking about how you I don't know. It just
Like
seems silly.
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they're donating some amount of money, right? Which is
Yeah,
good.
yeah, but it's
But
for publicity, right? It's for their own
yeah,
publicity. I don't like.
it's probably better that they do it like economically, financially.
Yeah, yeah, probably right. Rather
Yeah.
than being caught not doing it.
Yeah, and I also think it because of them supporting, because honestly, like a lot of like things, like a lot of things go two ways for companies, right? There's like a lot
Yeah,
of laws that actually are against the BLM movement that might support big corporations,
that
right?
is true.
And then, but if they side with the BLM movement, then it sort of takes that like class issue off of them, and
Yeah,
like they're like making it into like a race issue now, which
that is true.
is sort of like can't really separate those two issues.
Yeah, yeah, and like, dude, like I see like fucking Reddit changing their like app
Oh
logo
yeah,
into like a
I saw
black
Facebook do that too.
face,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like, come on,
yeah.
come on.
The CEO
How,
actually resigned.
I was like, how about instead of that, like you stop like like dodging your taxes, or like you stop like using like unfair tactics to like create monopolies. How about you stop like fucking Amazon? Like how about you stop letting
Yeah.
your factory workers pee on a bucket in the ground in order to make our 2 day shipping happen? You just
That's true.
changed like a I don't know. It all seems very fake to me, but of course hating on big corporations is the thing right now. So it's really no point in
Yeah.
keep on saying it, because
Yeah.
I'd
I
take a
think
job there any day. So
companies definitely could pay their workers a little bit more.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because they're all about profit at the end of the day.
They don't have to pay you anymore though. You'll be making plenty of dough once you
Oh,
get
that's not
a
true at all.
wow.
I
Okay.
need to. I'm trying to loiter at a big company for a while, to be honest.
Oh wow. You're sick of their unfair practices.
As
I
long as they treat me right,
know.
I mean, I'll eat shit if I have to. Just sign me up,
For a job at Amazon, you do
dude.
that?
Amazon would be such a safe job, honestly. Like, I don't think anyone got laid up at Amazon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bezos just probably paid out of pocket for that shit.
I know. I know. Bezos is so rich, dude.
Oh my god.
Why don't you go loot Jeff Bezos' house? Find out where he lives. Loot his house. You
He'd
know,
probably just give me money just to have me go away.
dude. Funny looting video I saw the other day. There was I don't know what city what it was, but there was this dude who broke into like a car dealership and
Mm.
drove off one of the like show cars, like the cars
Oh,
that are in like the windows. Like he legit drove it right fucking through the glass
how
and
do
then
you get the
just
keys?
drove it away. I don't know. This is probably in there somewhere. But he
Oh,
just
the
drove it
button.
off, right? Yeah, probably. He drove it off,
Yo, okay,
and I'm like, first of
nice.
all, I thought I was cool, but then I was like, that's really stupid because like the police can't catch everyone who got a pair of Nikes, but you drive around in like a brand new Tesla without a license plate, like you're probably gonna get caught pretty quickly,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So
probably easy to get a fake license plate though.
mm, maybe,
Well,
but
wait, what color was the car though? What color?
it's like black by
Oh, I mean,
coincidence.
it's really. I don't know. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised if he gets away with that.
really. Okay, well then good
I
job.
mean, probably has like some scratches on it, maybe, right? If he drove it through a
Yeah,
window.
he legit drove it through the window. I was like, wow, that
You
was that was some next level looting.
can always sell it for parts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I guess.
Still make money off of that.
All right, I think that's enough political talk. I really don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to
I don't.
preface myself by saying I really don't know enough. So if I come off as like stupid or ignorant, forgive me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not informed anything in
Exactly.
politics.
I probably sound really stupid at some points, but
Yeah, and I'm like actually trying really hard not to appear like I know my shit, and also like
yeah,
that I
yeah,
like
yeah.
am very strong against or strong for something or against something because I haven't
Exactly.
really made any sort of like action whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I can't.
And, but I think you should always preface by saying like you haven't really taken time to like really, really get to know the issue, but it still doesn't like um it doesn't hurt to have an opinion, and right? It's like you can always have an opinion. That's how you learn stuff, right? By sharing your opinion, and when someone corrects you, you learn stuff. So that's how I feel.
Very true. Very true. Wise
Exactly.
words.
Hey, dude, I'm an RA at Berkeley. All right, no one can
Oh
say
yeah.
that I'm not PC. That I don't agree. I support all
No
the
one could.
movements. All
Oh
right.
yeah, because you're an RA. Can't say
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah, exactly. I know all about uh, conversations and
Mm, yeah,
movements and
you got
protests.
these. I see.
Exactly.
Daddy RA instincts.
Exactly. The only way you're gonna
Yeah.
learn is by sharing your opinion, or else you always just hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
And I think
You got a
I've
lot of blanket statements, Derek.
exactly. I feel like I've said enough so that I don't become the next hated target.
Oh yeah.
You know, you gotta you gotta make sure, man. You gotta make sure. All right.
Yeah.
So one thing that I did wanted to run by you because I know you're a big fan of the UFC as well. Have you ever thought about like trying out like fighting?
I have actually.
Really?
I think it would. I mean, I might just go in. Like, I might train and then
Yeah.
like go into a fight that I know I'll win, and then I'll just be out forever.
How what kind of fight do you know you'll win? Like, there's no
I mean,
fight out
I
there
mean,
that.
don't you know your opponent beforehand, right? At least like
Yeah, but how do
some
you
time in
know that you'll
advance.
win?
Oh, I mean, you could probably tell, right?
Oh,
I don't
well,
know.
that's a big mistake. You end up getting destroyed,
Yeah,
like if you don't be careful. So
that's
yeah,
true. Yeah,
I also really want to try it. I just want to try it for like once, like just to see how it feels, you know. And hey, after
yeah,
we both get back to the Bay, we should, start training. I'll
yeah.
be in your
Sparring
corner.
partner.
Yeah,
Hmm.
be in mine.
All right. It'd be like a
There's
Masvidal Covington situation.
exactly, and there's gonna be a bunch of like regional scenes that you can legit try out things with. Because like, I had a IB interview with this partner at some bank, and we were sharing our interests, and I was like, I'm a big fight fan. He also said he was a big fight fan. He actually told me that he tried for a
Oh
fight.
really? Oh
Yeah, yeah. He
god.
said he trained for like 3 months to get into the ring at some like regional show with like some regional fighter or whatever. Like he actually tried it, and
Wait, but that feels like a kind of like a step above what your first fight would be, right? A regional fight.
yeah, well, yeah, like an amateur fight. It's probably not a professional one. It's just some like shady
Huh.
background fighting thing you can find. Right? That's probably
Okay.
what we'll start anyway.
Some
But
street
he
beefs.
says, yeah. So he said no, it's like with real rules and like real judges and everything, like
Yeah.
the whole
Okay.
the
So
whole shindig, right?
yeah.
And
Did he clobber someone or did he
no,
get his ass handed?
he got finished. He got finished on the
Oh
ground.
fuck! Oh
Yeah.
god! Shit.
Yeah, he got a TKO'd on the ground, I think. So he said
Oh
like,
damn.
he said he'll never try it again. It's just for fun. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you can never get a fight that you think you'll win. You just have to go in there and you train and you try your best. Right?
Yeah, I was hoping for some like more information, like who I'd fight, like what, so I could study up on this person.
Yeah, you'd probably get that information, but there's still no guarantee that you'll win.
Damn, that's okay. Yeah.
So, but I'm still down to try it. I just don't want to get like,
oh, I don't want brain
really
damage.
knocked
Fuck
out,
that.
you know? Like,
oh fuck, no, I can't.
That'd
do
be
that.
horrible. But
dude, I mean, you could just get like paralyzed or like some.
I know.
Life-following injury.
But I do want to like, if I don't do that, I at least want to train in like BJJ and like compete in a tournament or something like that for once in my life, you know?
I think boxing would maybe if you don't want to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's make a pact. I'll see you in your first MMA fight.
I don't know if I have like the arm span to do boxing. I don't think I have any advantage of anything.
Hey, dude, I'll be in your corner. How much do you weigh?
I'm like 142.
Jesus, dude, you're fucking bantamweight, bro.
Yeah, I could probably do bantamweight. So
skinny. Okay.
Quarantine, dude.
Bantamweight. All right, Henry Cejudo, here I come. Ryan Leung gonna climb all the way up to the top of the mountain.
Wait, how did this guy get finished? Though he just get like punched to get knocked out?
No, he said like he tried to like take the dude down, but the dude like reversed it, and he just like laid on top of him and just kept punching until it got stopped.
Oh, really?
It didn't sound like it was that bad of a finish, but still.
Oh,
Must not be a good feeling.
So the ref just stopped it, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. I'll see you on my first amateur MMA bout.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I think that's a great note to end on. A positive note.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for coming.
Could lead to something negative, but
yes.
We won't know until then.
But I'll let you know once I upload the things. And thanks for your time.
All right. Congratulations! You've made it through the video. Now, go subscribe to all the links down below, comment, and hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next one.